Hello everybody, I'm Huzaifa Bandukwala, the creative head at Dhool Design Studio, and welcome to today's video, which is going to be a very interesting story about a home's renovation. So, 2 months back, my friend he moved to a new apartment, and then he started practically living in a den. Like it's not funny. He literally he bought a place without asking any one of us or any other person, and he literally bought a dungeon for himself. There is no natural ventilation, there are no windows to certain rooms and areas, and it's literally like a dark place where you have to turn on artificial lights all day long. And one day, while having conversations, he admitted that he did not like living in there. I laughed very hard because he did not consider asking, but then it was a serious issue. He needed help because he started feeling dull and depressed in that house. So we decided that we'll help him by renovating the house a little bit and changing things here and there. And we did the same. So during the renovation, we changed four major things in the house, in the designing of the house, to make it a better livable and a happy place. So the first thing that we changed is we took all the unnecessary walls and all the unnecessary bulky furniture that existed. We removed it from the house. By doing that, we were able to capture some light into the spaces which were entirely dark. Like the kitchen was super dark, the one of the bedrooms was entirely dark, there was no window. So by removing these walls and bulky furnitures, we were able to invite some indirect light into these spaces, so as to make them a little bit brighter than they were. So the furniture and the walls that we removed, we tried replacing them by lighter elements, like maybe transparent or translucent elements or thinner elements which wouldn't take up so much space, and it will also prevent the spaces from getting dark. So particularly this one wall that we took down, we replaced it with a collage of old wooden window panes. Like we collected all of these window panes from all around the city, and we amalgamated them and made a collage of these sagwan windows. So now what they do is they add a very interesting traditional element to the house. At the same time, due to the opacity in the less opacity of the glasses, it lets a lot of light inside the bedroom, and even at night it becomes a really ambient source of light. So the second thing that we changed is also very important, the furniture layout and the planning of the house. Because if your furnitures aren't placed in the right way, in the right position or in the right direction, you may end up wasting a lot of daylight, not taking full advantage of the daylight that's coming in. Also not take full advantage of the circulation and the movement, a free movement that the home allows. So it's very important to have your furniture arranged in a certain way to enhance your circulation, your privacy, and your interaction with all the people. Now the third major thing was redesigning the entire lighting of the house, because the lighting was so messed up. Like there were these white 1950s fluorescent tube lights which made the entire home look like a hospital. So during the day it's already looking like a mess and like a dungeon because of no daylight, and even at night these guys turn on those white tube lights which make the space look cheaper, very cold and lifeless. These white lights are generally used in settings like hospitals or extremely commercial setups where people are not supposed to sleep and people are supposed to be very attentive to what they are doing. But at home we aren't supposed to do that. At home we want to relax. So that's the reason we wanted to change the light and layer the light to suit different moods and times of the day. So while redoing the lighting, we also changed a lot of conduits, the placement of all of these wires and everything. These guys had a couple of chandeliers which were very beautiful, so we retained them in the living area and we blended them with all the other lights to make it a harmonic place. We also purchased some lights depending on the colors and textures that we have in the mood to suit with this entire vibe of the mood. And yeah, we worked with a lot of lights like pendants and chandeliers and ceiling lights. We also got a couple of sconces. So working with all these different sources of lights, we were able to achieve a vibe that was very cozy, a very warm vibe, and you could switch the mood at different times and different moments of the day. Like for a cozy and a very warm mood, you could turn the lights down. For a gathering, you could turn them up and make it a little brighter. So that's how lighting should help you, like layered lighting should help you. Now the fourth important thing that we changed was the paint and the color of the house. Because previously these guys, the previous owners, they had used all sorts of colors without even thinking how these colors would make a person feel or how it would turn the space to be. Because you colors are nice, like purples and blues and all of these colors are very nice, but if they are not used in a specific way, if they are not used in a proper way, they might end up looking dull and dead. So because there was very little ventilation, there were only a couple of windows in the entire house, we wanted the maximum light to be reflected and go into other spaces and act as indirect sources of lighting. So we tried in the living area, we tried working with lighter and warm shades of white, so that most of the light that comes inside could also be reflected to the bedroom where there was no window. And by doing so, we were able to capture a lot of light in the dark bedroom as well. In one of the bedrooms that had a big window, uh, there we tried using dark colors because the owner, the person, the user of that room, my friend, he really loves dark colors. So and he had a window in that room, so we used dark colors, and we at the bottom of that room, we tried merging the colors of the walls with the floor so that the floor space looks greater and larger. So do you get it? Like one third of the entire wall system was white, off white, matching with the terrazzo floors of the house, and then the rest of the envelope on the top was Arctic blue, painted in Arctic blue shade. So when you enter the room, the floor area looks bigger because it's enclosed in all white, and at the same time, it feels very cozy and a place to unwind in because of the Arctic blue shades on the ceiling and on the top two-third of the walls. So now when he really uses the bedroom right now, he tells me that it's very cozy and it's very easy to fall asleep in that place because it's a very dark room and there is only enough light to do the activities that they do inside the room. So this was about the renovation journey in four short and important steps. Now, if you also find yourselves liking designing videos or home transformation or home renovation videos and design experimentation videos, we keep uploading and updating such stuffs every week. We keep sharing our knowledge every week. So keep up, stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you like such videos, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.